This video is going to be different. If you remember, a few months ago I told you that I'm going to convert my garage to a real YouTube filming studio. Let me show you what is the condition now. A big mess, isn't it? The important part is that I'm going to do everything by myself, alone, on a budget. All the tools that I'm going to use and the materials will be something that you can find very easy in your hardware store. So if this is something that might help you to give you some ideas, you can stick around, and I hope with a few episodes I'll be able to show you everything from the beginning until the end. Welcome back. Maybe you will ask yourself, why alone? Why I don't have people or invite friends to help me? Well, there is one very simple reason, because as I told you, I'm gonna film everything, and when you film the process, many times you have to slow down or go back, change something, make a different scene, and all of this will slow down the process. So I cannot have people or invite friends and ask them to repeat something or do it again and again and again. That's why I'm gonna do it alone. Also will be a big pleasure for me, and maybe example for many of you that most of the things are not that complicated and you can do it actually by yourself. The garage got really solid construction and the roof is brand new. But even so, the first thing that I'm gonna do is to climb on the roof, check it once again, inspect it, even the chimney, because as you saw inside I'm gonna use a wood for heating, and I want to be sure that the chimney is alright. As I told you, the roof got a new insulation. Looks good, with a few small spots, but because my neighbor roof is still not insulated, which is mean that from here some water might go and have some dumps on my roof, which is actually a fact, I'm not going to paint the roof. This is the chimney, good condition. I hope that it is also good inside. Let me check it out. The chimney is open, this is the good news. Let's start the fire. Got this old wooden floor panels that will be perfect to keep me warm, maybe for at least few hours. This is nice, isn't it? Let me now tell you what is the basic idea of everything. Here on the left side, on this wall, I'm gonna build big, maybe 3 meters wide work desk. That's why I still keep these old wooden materials, because most of them will be used to make different regals and sort out everything. Once I finish everything that is not necessary, I'm gonna just burn it out. On this wall I plan to have a nice decoration with Motorex colors. They actually partly sponsored my channel. They sent me a lot of materials that I'm gonna use to decorate the wall. I also have this nice top, wooden top, that will go on the top of one Motorex barrel from oils. And after that, this side here, this left side, until now I do not have any plans. Of course I have to have a lot of insulation materials to prevent the sound bumping into the walls. And this room here, original plan was to be an office with computers, but it's not gonna be. I will have some furniture here on that wall, and maybe here some sofas, table, some place where you can drink tea, coffee, everything. And on that wall I plan to have all of my clothes. We'll have a different holders to have the helmets and the boots and all the motorcycle riding gear that I've got at the moment. So this room basically will be a place where you're coming after you come from ride. You come to this room, undress, sit for a while, have a beer. Of course I'm gonna have a fridge here, and then go home. So this is the plan for now. Without wasting any more time, let's start to clean this mess, because all of these materials now need to go on this small room, and then I can start prepare the walls and paint them white. For you, all of this was just 10 minutes time lapse, but it actually took me exactly 2 hours and a lot of work, non-stop work, to clean this mess. And as you can see, it is partly clean now, not perfect, but at least what I need now. So these concrete blocks, the plan is to paint it in white, but before that I have to clean it, because you see they've got a lot of left cement on the top, and with this metal brush I have to clean it. This part, which is around 30 square meters, and the same on the other side. So this is a lot of work, better start immediately. So far I cleaned only the spider net, and now I'll need hammer and chisel to remove some more hard parts, and then will be the metal brush. It's a hard work. This is the second day of my renovation process. Yesterday I was able to clean and prepare everything, and today I have to paint it. I'm gonna use this paint, which is breathable paint, and the reason I'm gonna use breathable paint is because here in the area I live, Varna, Bulgaria, the humidity is very high here, so I prefer to have breathable walls instead of different paint that will seal everything, and this will possibly create mold in the future. That's why I prefer to have this breathable paint. At the beginning I plan to use this pressure gun, and with it I hope I'll be able to paint the fugas between the concrete blocks, because I don't want to leave them dark, so it will be very, very difficult. After that I fill these gaps. I'm gonna use this, I actually don't know what is the name of this. I'm gonna use this and paint the rest of the blocks. So outside is -2, here is around 5 degrees at the moment. I hope it will be even better later on. So let's get started. Because this pressure gun requires a little bit more liquid paint, and originally this paint is very thick, it is different, so that's why I added around 50% water to work a bit better. I also mount this extension instead of this, because this will keep the nose on a little bit further distance from the pistol, and I hope this will prevent my camera to get dirty during the process. Looks like it's covered very well with only with the pressure piston, so I might continue and paint everything with it instead of this. can see what is the result after I paint it in white. Keep in mind that it will be even better when it's dried completely. I haven't thought about this wall, but I painted as well. And now it's only the roof. Original plan was to leave it like that because of this dampness over there. But now I decided to paint everything, and this problem I'm gonna fix it later anyway, so it's gonna be fine. There will be no more leaks here and here. If I paint the roof, this will give me more light here into the garage. So this was the idea, to paint everything in white, because this reflecting light from all walls, include the roof, will give me everything that I need, and with a minimum light I can achieve the goal that I have. So let's work on the roof. One downside of this pressure gun is that when you work on the walls it's fine, but when you have to work on the roof you have to tilt it, and when you tilt it, it cannot suck the paint inside. But that's why I've got this extension, so I can twist the extension like this and work on the roof. So let's do it. Listen now. Eho! Eho! My voice is going around, bumping into the walls and create this annoying sound. But I'm gonna fix this. Before I start filming here, I'm gonna buy and install a special sound panels on the walls and maybe a few on the roof as well. And of course some decoration here, and all of this I hope that it will prevent all of this, and eventually we got a better sound. Anyway, let me show you what I have done. The result is better than I had been expecting. Wonderful. It is noticeably lighter, especially the roof. It's still got some dark points like this here, but when it gets dry, it won't be visible at all. It took me exactly 3 working days. At the end of every episode, I'm gonna have a list with the materials that I have used and of course the total cost, so this might be useful for someone. This first part, the painting, was the most boring part even for me, but from now until the end I have to make so many interesting things and I cannot wait to start, like my working desk here and the rest of the decorations and stuff like that. So this might be a good reason to subscribe, of course, if you like what I do. Always ride safe and see you next time. Ciao.